welcome back to another video. So, as you'll hopefully remember from last time, I was talking about warriors, and so I was explaining pretty much the ancestors for context, for like chronological context. I apologize, I'm currently eating. So from where we last left off, in my video at least for the gameplay, I blew up my house right there in that corner, and I didn't blow it up, it was a creeper. But I finally found sheep, I finally have a bed, and I have 3 stone tools, I have a furnace, a crafting table, a chest. What more could the average man want? And I was also previously talking about warriors, and I gave chronological context, and so now I feel like we can actually start with the trivia dump. And it's not even really trivia, it's just like general knowledge. And so pretty much, you know what? What's a better place to start than the beginning? So our main character, our main POV for the longest time in the first series is, in the beginning it's Rusty, because our POV follows a house cat, and so Rusty is having dreams of like catching mice and being out in the wild and in the forest, and so he actually goes and does it. He goes in the forest, and so he ends up being playfully tackled by a ThunderClan apprentice named Greypaw. And he pretty much explains the whole shebang. He's just like, yeah, like out there we fend for ourselves, but we also have like this really big community. He's pretty much just like, hey, I have a cult, want to join? But not really. And so the leader of ThunderClan, actually, Blue Star, watches this interaction and actually does indeed talk with Rusty, and it's just like, look, Leaf Bear, which is what they call winter, Leaf Bear is coming, and we don't have enough warriors, and I'm scared we won't survive, so we need all the hands on deck. So if you want to join, join. If you don't, just quit hunting our mice. We're hungry. Because, they get fed, like house cats, kitty pets, they get fed all the time. We're giving them kibble, like they're not going hungry. Whereas them in the wild are bamboo shoot. Cool. Did I see another one, or am I nuts? I'm nuts. And so Rusty thinks about it, and he's like, yeah, I'll join the cats in the woods. Like, that sounds like a good deal to me. Like, I have personal freedom and stuff. Like, this is so funny, too. Like, there's a meme going around about this. And so pretty much Blue Star is like talking to Rusty and just like, join ThunderClan Fireheart or Rusty and keep your balls. Because like a big thing that they for some reason talked about in the book was that Rusty in the beginning had not quote unquote been to the Cutter yet. The Cutter is what the Wildcats call a vet. And so people have actually made fan art, like so much fan art of this meme, basically. Wait, hold on, is that it? Was it just up on the hill the whole time? Hold on, let me go explore that. So people have basically just been making fan art about this meme, and so all it is really is just like Blue Star talking to Rusty at the time and just being like, I wish wish I could find it, because then I could probably like talk about it. But it's pretty much just Rusty to come join us, and you'll get to keep your balls, and it's absolutely hilarious to me. And so Rusty ends up joining ThunderClan, and because he is indeed over 6 months old in already, he immediately becomes an apprentice. And Blue Star actually takes him on as her own apprentice. And so he becomes Firepaw because, oh, I forgot, in what's it called when there's like a section of book before the book? I don't remember what that's called. Prologue? I think it's prologue. So in the prologue, it's like Blue Star and her medicine cat Spotted Leaf talking. And so Spotted Leaf is being given a prophecy, and it's basically like fire alone will save our clan. And so because Rusty is a bright orange cat, Blue Star dubs him Fireheart. Well, not Fireheart, Firepaw at the time, because he's an apprentice. I completely forgot to spoil warning this episode. Spoiler warning for anyone who cares about the Warriors plot. Pretty late, but you know, I tried. Okay, I tried. So pretty much what happens. That gave me a lot. So pretty much what happens is, so he becomes an apprentice, and so he becomes absolute best friends with these two other apprentices, Greypaw, the one who originally tackled him in the first place and said join us, and then this other one, a very shy, skittish black cat named Ravenpaw. And so my brain could remember correctly. So when Rusty first joins the clan, there's this big scene that happens, and it's pretty much Ravenpaw, bloodied up and distraught, running into the camp and just screaming out, "Redtail's dead," and then passing out. And I thought that was so hilarious. I was like, damn, that's dramatic. And so then, like, the whole, like, first half of the series, because, like, each series is only 6 books, and so, like, halfway into the series, so, like, book 3, all throughout that time, they're just spending so much time being like, oh my god, what actually happened to Redtail? I'm gonna spoil all of the bull crap for you, bullshit, because they went through so much to hide what actually happened, and I think it's stupid. So what happened was Tiger Claw, a warrior of ThunderClan, he was really, really ambitious. He worked really hard. He really wanted to become deputy one day. He has not been deputy for a long time, and he's starting to get into that senior warrior category, and it's not really all that soon after you become a senior warrior that you become an elder and have to retire. That's if I remember correctly. I could be totally wrong. But so pretty much he starts to get really jealous of all the people who are becoming deputy before him. And so there is a battle for Sunning Rocks. So Sunning Rocks is pretty much what it means. It is this really big thing of rocks that is in the sun, and so that territory has been fought over so many times by RiverClan and ThunderClan. Like, they're constantly fighting and like gaining it over and over in each other's territory, because you know all the cats want to bask in the sun, but they for some reason can't claim it as neutral territory where people can just chill and be. No, it has to be either one or the other, so they're constantly fighting and killing over it, which I think is stupid. That is so, what's it called? It's not irresponsible, is it? It is immature. That's the word, immature. Um, so instead of being able to share the rocks, they're like, no, you must die for the rocks. Hopefully that becomes a meme later. Die for the rocks. And so, pretty much. So with this next battle, so it was these two patrols, one of River Clan, one of Thunder Clan, and they were fighting each other for Sunning Rocks again. And so the two main people in this, three, it's Redtail, Oakheart, and Tiger Claw. Tiger Claw and Redtail are both of Thunder Clan. Oakheart is of River Clan. So River Clan is losing the battle, and so Oakheart calls for a tactical retreat. And a tragic accident occurs where rocks fall on top of Oakheart and crush him to death. And so that even more like causes River Clan cats to panic and then retreat further. And so Tiger Claw pretty much calls out to his patrol like, we won, go ahead, retreat, go home. Did I say Tiger Claw? I meant Redtail if I said Tiger Claw. I meant Redtail because he's the deputy, so he gives orders. So Redtail basically says, like, we won, let's go home. And so everyone retreats except for Tiger Claw, and, you know, Redtail doesn't retreat because he wants to make sure everyone else retreated before him to ensure safety. And so Tiger Claw stays behind and murders Redtail because he's hoping... Because what happens is Tiger Claw puts a spin on the story. He's like, oh, Oakheart killed Redtail, and so I killed Oakheart in vengeance to avenge Redtail because he's a lying liar. And so Tigerheart is actually who? Tigerheart? I'm so sorry. That is a completely different generation. Tiger Claw. Tiger Claw kills Redtail. And then Ravenpaw actually partly retreated, but then it was taking a little while for his... Because, like, Tiger Claw is Ravenpaw's mentor. So he realizes, like, wow, it's taking a really long time for Tiger Claw to come back. Let me go just check on him, make sure he's okay, and not being, like, ambushed. He witnesses Tiger Claw murdering Redtail, and so now he's traumatized. And so that's why he came running into the camp like that. And so that's what the whole, like, first three series are, like, are doing, because, like, there was so much, like, manipulation and, like, hiding of the truth, and they spent so long trying to uncover the truth, and you already know, like, because of how many hints they drop, you pretty much already know the answer by, like, maybe late book 1, early book 2. Like, it's just so obvious, and they do this a lot. I just realized I was probably being a little bit too loud. I have to be quiet because Robert's still sleeping. So, oh my god, we only just went over Redtail's death. This honestly makes me feel just a little bit frustrated. Just cause, so much pork chop. So happy. So that's what happened in... Oh my god, I wish my brain could brain, you know? Also, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember what happened after Redtail's death and like trying to do that. I remember at some point, like Fireheart and Gray Stripe, because like they do eventually become like Fireheart and Gray Stripe. Oh no, I remember. So what happened immediately after is which all of book one does like major time skips. Like there's not even that much content in the book. Like it's like maybe 200 pages or less. But there are so many time skips. Like when I was first reading this as a kid, I was so goddamn confused. Because I was like, first of all, what's a moon mean? Because like, I was really young. I didn't know that moon correlated to like the lunar year. And like that there's one full moon every month, and so they went by the lunar year, and like 1 month was one moon, and so like I don't know, I guess I was a dumbass kid, and so I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck's a moon? Like, what is this time skip? Because like I knew that stuff was happening faster because it was like so many moons later, and I was just like, what's a moon? Like, what is that relevant to human time? I was just stupid. But like there were just so many time skips that I didn't know how much time was passing. I can't think off the top of my head how much time had passed. What was I like getting so much wood for? I don't even remember why was I getting wood. Why am I getting wood? Why did I get wood? Oh well, I'll just make it. Oh, I remember to cook. But I don't remember what happened in the in-between, because like I remember that Firepaw and Greypaw had to do, like there was another like major event after Redtail's death that like caused Greypaw and Fireheart to become Fireheart and Graystripe. But like that thing happened, and so for another little bit of context, so Shadow Clan, which it doesn't talk about this, but like in the first book, when you're not even really meeting Shadow Clan yet, its leader is it's a little bit before. Like it's like maybe a little bit before the first series. That clan's leader, Shadow Clan's leader, was Ragged Star. So Ragged Star, which a long while back. This was like way later before the main series, but Ragged Star, when he was first a warrior, so Ragged Pelt, I want to say it's either Ragged Pelt or Ragged Fur. I can't quite remember. But so when he was first a warrior, he had fallen in love with another warrior, Yellowfang. And so they worked together for a long while and eventually had kids. In the middle of Yellowfang's pregnancy, because like earlier on, like as a warrior herself, she would go through episodes of debilitating pain, and she didn't know why. And so the medicine cat at the time, Sage Whisker, was just like, you have a power, and the power, which this is funny to me. The writers, whenever they give a cat powers, it's always for like slight plot convenience, and then it's always forgotten and then never used again. It's done so many times, I can like give you every single count. But so basically the power that Yellowfang is given is that she can feel other cats' pain and then can identify the source of it if she control it. And so Sage Whisker was pretty much like, please become my medicine cat apprentice. Like, you would be so helpful. Like, you could save so many lives. Yada, yada, yada. Yellowfang was like, nah, I like my life. And plus, I have this really great guy. And so then, if my brain could work. Ragged Pelt, or Ragged Fur, again, whatever the name is, because I can't remember in this moment, so I'm just going to say Ragged Star for convenience, because that's the name I remember. So Ragged Star makes Yellowfang mad for some reason, because boy things. And so then they break up or something. Again, like, some of this might be completely incorrect. I don't even fully remember the story. But, what I remember is that Ragged Star makes Yellowfang mad, and so they break up. And so to piss him off, essentially, she takes up Sage Whisker's offer. Little did she know that she was pregnant. And that's for some reason a big no-no, because, so the clans all have this universal rule that every single clan follows and abides by, and it's called the Warrior Code. One of the codes in this code is that medicine cats are not allowed to have mates, which is basically just like a romantic partner, or kits. Which I don't know why this should have applied to essentially a previous warrior, because, like, again, she was a complete warrior first. She went through apprentice training and then warrior training. She was a full warrior. Like, she was about to hit senior warrior when she accepted Sage Whisker's offer. So I don't even understand. But yeah, so for some reason, even though she was mid-pregnant while becoming a medicine cat, for some reason the rules still applied to her. So, because, like, she was also early in the pregnancy, so no one would have known about it yet. And so she essentially just had to hide the pregnancy. Like, she went really far into the woods, and then gave birth. She gave birth to 3 cats, or kittens. 2 were stillborn. 1 was born but had a broken tail, but because she, again, had to hide it, she, made sure he was breathing first, because, again, brand newborn. Made sure he was breathing, rubbed him up on some mushrooms to try to cover her scent on him, and then, ooh, I found it, finally. Oh, that's nice. So anyway, what was I saying? Let me take that. That's nice looking. I swear to God, if it disappears, it fucking just disappeared. Okay. Next on the list, find iron. How'd I even find this? So anyway, she gave birth to her kid, rubbed him up on some mushrooms to get rid of her scent, and then brought him back to the clan, basically being like, oh, I found him in the woods, and he would have died, so I brought him back. Like, that's the story everyone uses, and I hate it so much. Like, that's so stupid and suspicious. Like, that there's clearly holes in your story, madam. Like, why were you just in the fucking, like, there is a reason to be just in the damn woods, but, like, still. Like, it just don't make sense still. At least not to me. But yeah, so she went back home, and gave the cat to Lizard Stripe, who I feel like was an absolutely horrible mother to Broken Kit. And so then she had to fulfill her medicine cat duties without, letting her son know, like, hi, I'm your mom, and yada yada yada. Cool. Damn it. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I went completely quiet. Let's see. So pretty much that whole thing happens. Broken Kit grows up, to be Broken Paw, and then Broken Tail, and then I don't know why. I guess maybe a similar thing to Tiger Star happened, where he maybe got jealous or wanted to like rise to power any way possible. And so he ended up actually killing his father, Ragged Star, because Ragged Star did eventually become Ragged Star, leader of Shadow Clan. And Broken Tail did indeed become deputy. And then he killed his father in order to become leader, which I don't think he knew he was his father, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. And then, fucking damn it. I should probably close that. But, yeah, he rose to power, became Broken Star, and then pretty much raided and forced Wind Clan out, and then Wind Clan went to go hide in a city sewer system, pretty much. And then when Fireheart and Greystripe had become warriors, and found out that Wind Clan had been pushed out, were tasked with bringing Wind Clan back and succeeded. Oh my god, let's go, it's my stuff. I'm just here. Anyway, amazing comeback. I feel like. And so, Fireheart and Grey Stripe bring one friend back. Fireheart becomes best friends with the leader, Tallstar. The reason why is because Tallstar recognizes Firestar because as a warrior, Tallstar, or at the time Talltail, had actually run away with Fireheart's father, Jake, which I think is amazing. Yeah, just that happens. It's about to get awful. That is indeed what fire aspect means. Awesome. Okay. Anyway, I don't remember a lot that happens in the first series because, like, again, I didn't reread it like I probably should have, so I'm missing a lot of details. What I do remember happening next, though, is Firestar meets a familiar kitty pet because, like, the kitty pet is on his territory and he's doing a patrol. And so originally he was just like, oh, okay, I need to, like, get it off and attack. But then something stops him. The fact that she indeed feels and smells familiar. So it turns out that they were siblings. And so the kitty pet's name is Princess. And so she's like, oh my god, it's so good to see you. Like, blah, 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 blah. He gets punished for this by Tiger Claw because I guess, I don't know. Fucking Tiger Claw. Fireheart meets Princess again, and so she's had her litter of kits, and so she gives him what she says is her oldest, but because she had a litter, they're all the same age. So she gives him one of her kittens from her litter, because if I remember correctly, I think it was because she's a kitty pet, like, she knows the deal. Like, she has kittens, her owner's gonna get rid of almost all of them, she's never gonna see them again. The reason why she does this is that way she knows that she can come and see him whenever she would like to, and so that way she's in touch with at least one of her children. That's if I'm remembering correctly. I could be totally wrong, because again, it's been a while. And so essentially, so he brings the kit back to the clan, and almost all of them are flabbergasted. They're like, oh my god, how dare you bring this, like, pretty much like spoiled brat into our home. And like, little boy can't even fucking talk yet. And so, they name him Cloud Kid. If I remember correctly, who had ash fur and, hold on, it's so funny, I'm about to go onto the Wikipedia. Damn it. Imagine dying by drowning. So fucking pathetic of me. But no, I was saying it's so funny that I'm going to the wiki. Let me actually come up to breathe so I don't do a stupid. Come up to breathe so I don't do a stupid. Where's my stuff? Wait, hold on. Did I do a different soup and I just wasn't fucking paying attention where I was going? I feel like I did. Anyway, because this is taking me a minute, damn. So fucking angry. Where did I even pass? Oh. That's what I thought. Okay. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. Okay. So, because they brought Cloud Kit into the clan, they had to, give him a foster mother. He's brand newborn. He can't just, like, not be fed and taken care of by mom. And so his foster mother was Brindleface, who at the time had recently had Fernkit and so he grows up, he becomes Cloud Paw. He's mentored by Fireheart, obviously, because it's just like, you brought it here, it's your responsibility. Which is super funny because usually otherwise there's a rule that if you're related to another cat, you are not allowed to mentor them. Which is also so funny because, as most people know, due to science, even if you're a group of completely different people, if you're a small group clustered together and you're only reproducing from within that one small group of people and you're not bringing in any new people, eventually after a few generations incest is going to start happening. And so there is indeed a lot of incest in warriors. It's usually not by immediate people, though. It's usually like distant cousins or uncles, but it's still there, and it's still gross. And I feel like when they were making up their world building, they just didn't think about this. But yeah, so that's essentially what happens sometimes. So what was I talking about? Oh, right, because of the rule that you're not supposed to have family mentor you. So family is mentoring family all the time because of the incest and like the distant cousin, uncle, aunt bullshit. Get off my land. Get off my land. I guess that works. But yeah. So he gets mentored. He eventually becomes a warrior and becomes Cloudtail. Ooh, it's so funny though. Actually, while Cloudpaw was still an apprentice though, he went through this phase for a little bit where he would actually sneak out of the clan and go to this one lady who kept feeding him kibble. And it was just so funny. It's just like, a warrior rejects the soft life of kitty pet. Why are you going to this old lady? And it's just like, because she fed me and now I'm hungry. And so then he got kidnapped by the lady, and it was so funny. It's just like, yeah, that's what you get for not listening to everyone else. And so, if my brain can remember. So the old lady like stole Cloudpaw, and so then Fireheart, Sandstorm, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Graystripe is included in this. I think it was Fireheart, Sandstorm, and I think maybe Ravenpaw. They all went to go and help save Cloudtail. Or Cloudpaw at the time. And what's funny is I'm not sure where I remember hearing this. I'm not sure if it was mentioned in the book or if the author is confirmed or not. But the kitty pet name that the old lady had given to Cloudpaw was Pickles. And I think it was so funny. But like the whole like rescue was just so funny, and I don't even know how to describe it. It was just hilarious. the dogs, but I don't know how far that was though. Cause oh crap. I'm gonna say that that's probably a good place to end trivia dump right here because it's about to hit an hour long, and I'm so sorry. I keep saying that I'm gonna not let this happen, but then it keeps happening. I always lose track of time, and like I don't ever think to look at the recording counter. Um. Anyway, so that's it for today. I hope you guys had a great time watching. If you enjoy my content, go ahead and like and subscribe for more. Again, every single person who watches and enjoys my channel is absolutely appreciated. I enjoy making this content. It just gives me something to do and relax and build a community. And I absolutely hope all of you have a great, wonderful day. And with that, I will say goodbye until next time.